Hi there, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a collective timeless reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation and hopefully help to bring you clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, but in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you, and try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start today with the Archangel Tower Tarot and get the foundational energy going on right now. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, our consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. What is the foundational message, energy going on for the collective right now, please, and thank you. Oh, all right. Well, we have the Two of Gabriel. Very nice. So there's a creative, passionate, fiery kind of idea that you've already had, and now it's putting plans into action. Sometimes this can be a passionate partnership or even a really good business partnership. But it's when somebody has that inspiration to just get on board with you and start making plans to move forward, to start something, like start the ball rolling, get that momentum moving, give something a little pusheroo. But you have to get past the idea here. You have to write something down. You have to have a phone call. You have to have a conversation. You have to send that text. You have to reserve something. Maybe you have to reserve something, a ticket, reservation. Maybe you're going somewhere. Solidifying your place. I hope that makes sense to some of you. But this is a really nice card. You have angelic inspiration with this. You also have protection. Look at the energy bubble around you. It could be that you're only making plans right now with one particular person until you're ready to like pop that bubble and let something out there. That was kind of an interesting message to come through. Two of Gabriel is like the Two of Rods, the Two of Fire, the Two of Wands. Let's see what this message actually says on the card. It says, make bold, hey, and ambitious choices. Usually a 2 in the tarot is a choice card. It's great progress is possible, important relationships with people who share your vision. It's an interesting kind of card. It looks like one guy walking on the beach is almost in a suit, and the other one looks like he's been on that island for a while. So maybe somebody knows a particular territory better than you. Maybe you or someone else feels a little out of place, but I'm getting that there's balance here. Also, in the sky above this angel, it looks like there's a bunch of doves. And it also looks like the world. So maybe it does have to do with an island traveling the world. Birds of a feather flock together, but this is a peaceful energy. Also, the water is crystal clear, and there's not many waves. So I feel like if this is somebody you're working with, I mean, maybe you create some waves together, but I think you are in sync with one another, getting like a push and a pull, but how it needs to be. I put this up right. Hey, I didn't even realize that. So let's look at that as the foundational energy as well. It's definitely somebody that you work well with. The Three of Ariel is like the Three of Pentacles. So it could be in the beginning, you are the one creating something. You are the one who has a project going or a good idea. You have a particular skill set that you're amazeballs at, or someone else has different skill sets or maybe similar. Look at you're in a workshop here. There is an airplane in the sky, an empty bird's cage. So if you were caged in a situation or caged in a certain partnership or environment, I feel like this is not that. You're almost looking at how you used to be or something you used to have. And I'm feeling great gratitude that it doesn't feel so, I hear stressed out. I just thought of that weird song, Stressed Out. I can't think of the name of the band. It's like, I think they're two brothers. There's also two guys here. So it could be you're working with a sibling or someone that feels like a brother, your sister, feels like family. There's a little fairy here in a music box. Isn't that Mariah Carey? Doesn't she have something about a music box? And you have something really special here. So you're getting inspiration that's opened up. When I think of that little ballerina in the, I just thought of tiny dancer. When I think of that little ballerina in the music box, I think of dancing, but before it was something that was stuck going around and around and around. And I feel like, I don't know, I just see like this person looking in the box and snipping the peg that little fairy or ballerina is on, and she starts to fly and float. And then here, look at that box. There's something very special in front of you there that you are opening up because it has a spiritual glow. So if this is upside down, it's definitely in that cage. It's others not working well with you. Ideas just don't groove together. Too many cooks in the kitchen, not recognizing somebody else's skill set or being valued at the place that you're in or what you're working on or your project, where you don't feel valued. You don't feel like all this, this inspiration, these ideas you had, the work and the energy you put into something is even noticed. So if that's upside down, it's you doing something on your own or finding the right partnership where you're noticed, where you're supported, where you are valued. But upright, this is really beautiful. So whether it's your own project or working with others, it's a grooving together kind of energy. Do what you love, and it's a time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors. I'm also getting a lot of invention energy and creativity, but making something special out of something that's maybe an antique, things that are already around you, because this looks like a garage or a workshop. So I feel like there's something around you where you're like, oh, I could use, I just heard buttons, those buttons and that duct tape and that light and that wrench and that toy and that thing, and put it all together. So maybe there are different facets or talents that you have. Maybe they're items that you have around you. There's a big wheel in the back too, so it does give me a little bit of the Wheel of Fortune starting to spin, because it doesn't look like it's doing anything sitting there up against the wall. So maybe you starting to put energy into something, making these plans, is getting that wheel spinning. Working with others in a cooperative manner. You got two of those now. So let's tarot or oracle. I'm grabbing the tarot, so let's get another tarot deck and just clarify this, and then we'll go backwards today, and we'll go to a few oracle cards and kind of bounce around. What is this working well with others all about? Making new plans, bold, ambitious ideas that you're moving forward on. People who have the same vision and passion as you. Maybe just one person in particular. It's possible you meet them down the road. Let's go this way this time. What else? I kind of feel like that one wants to come? Oh, wow. Yeah, you're doing good. This is like self-made. It's making your environment beautiful and being proud of the work you've put into something. It's a 9, so it could be that there's almost completion with something. This is luxurious energy. This is you taking time to rest, reevaluate, reassess, feel good in your space, whatever space that is, whether it's in a partnership, your home, your office, the project you're working on, your garage, or your studio. I see a studio. Maybe some of you are finding the right studio or the right space to work in. That can make all the difference on how your creativity flows. But here it's the possibility to bring huge abundance into your world. But it's energy you put into something. Unless this is upside down, this is somebody who's acquired everything by everybody else doing the work, and then there's no great appreciation and always a little bit of feeling alone in this card, whether it's upright or upside down. So I always feel like a side message with this is sharing. Whether it's you getting to that point down the road where you are proud of what you've accomplished on your own, in your environment, with what you're doing, and then get to share, or it's somebody that comes along. But if somebody is working with you as something is manifesting and growing, because it's pentacles, it's in your real world, it's what you can touch, land. It is people, places, things. It's money, and it's things of value. It's time and attention that you place, because your energy, your time is extremely valuable. But if this is somebody else here working with you, you're both manifesting beauty and abundance in your world. Both feeling pretty independent, even if you are doing something together. Look at that huge torch, and it has a phoenix in it. And I like how these cards almost have ultraviolet light there. So I always think of the ultraviolet light as being on a different spectrum than what we can normally see. Although birds can see ultraviolet. Maybe birds are important to you, but look at that energy and that phoenix. So whatever you're creating is unlike any other dream you've ever had before, or it's going to manifest bigger than you ever dreamed. This is a luxurious garden of abundance. I really like her outfit. I don't know why it makes me think of a music video, but I cannot get which one with that hat. If you can think of a big hat that's prominent in a music video, maybe put that below in case I can't find it. Let you see that. But it's pentacles, so it's you making plans, putting physical energy and time and attention into this project, into this partnership, into a person or environment, so that this manifestation in your real world can be felt. So let's see, let's get another card. Clarity on the 9 of Pentacles, please. What else does the collective need to know on this? I keep hearing the word vibrant. Maybe something feels like a different energy. This idea feels vibrant. Maybe it's your energy is starting to feel vibrant, and you are starting to vibrate differently and attract the correct and helpful vibrations to you, opportunities to you, open doors to you. Bring that foot back. Yes. Oh, wow. Yeah. You are manifesting. The Queen of Pentacles is coming through. Either this is somebody you're working with, this is your energy, or because it's a collective reading, this is what you need to embody. These facets about who you are for this to manifest. So it's not just having that fiery, expansive passion in your soul. You're placing it into the 3D world, and you're the one that can multitask, that can be creative. I always see this queen as really sensual because she's in tune with what she can feel. So he or she, does not matter. The Queen of Pentacles is usually a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. This is somebody who knows how to create beauty from junk. This is the queen that puts on that luxurious dress and decides one day to go build her own shed, fix her car, build a tree house, cook a beautiful meal out of what's left over in the refrigerator. She's just kind of surprising, but she's not just nurturing, she's super realistic. She doesn't want to get lost in problem land. She'd rather see what the problem is and think of a solution and move along. She takes advice, usually pretty good if it's constructive, but sometimes she can be hard on herself. And she knows when something's not working. She knows when something needs to be changed and adjusted, or she didn't act in a way that she's proud of. And if she hears it from someone else, sometimes if it's something she is aware of, she might not take it so well because she's probably even harder on herself than anyone else could be. So as she's usually trying to fix that situation or address a problem to make it better, to hear it from an outside source sometimes puts a little extra pressure on him or her. I hope that made sense, but she usually is pretty good, but she's excellent at problem solving other people's situations because she has a keen eye on detail, organization usually, and super good work ethic. This is the queen that's not afraid to get his or her hands dirty. They're very hands-on, but usually they can also see other problems and how they can be fixed before anybody else. So just like that information coming to her, not everybody is ready to hear how something can be fixed or resolved until they are ready. I also have to mention there's a little Alice in Wonderland / bunny energy here. So maybe it's going down the rabbit hole, learning more about this queen, somebody learning more about you, seeing how multifaceted she is. She has this pentacle on her heart. What did that other message say? It says, do what you love. Well, if you do what you love, then every moment that you're putting energy and time into something doesn't feel like work, even if it feels like work. There could be with this, what is that? Like a stopwatch here. There could be projects or something you have to turn in a certain time when something is due, or maybe it's giving yourself a set schedule, get yourself organized, or she can help you with that. She has like a pipe here, but it reminds me of a flute. Interesting. I put our Native American flute music on today. Those are meditational background music. I hope you like the different things I'm trying to put on. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. I'm trying to switch it up. Birds, rain, flutes, hurts, stuff like that. Upside down, let's take a look-see at that, because if she's upside down, she is definitely way too wrapped up in commercialism, materialism, ego, having more than others, the labels, how she is seen is really important when she's upside down. And she's only helpful to herself. So her actions or the things that she does are so she gets better. So she rises, and she doesn't really look at I hear the little minions down there, as long as she's at the top of her game. She is a little weird upside down. She's totally in her head, in her ego. But if she's so involved in ego land and the 3D world, she has none of that beautiful spiritual fire or that vibration that is going to attract the right things. She's going to attract lower vibrations to her. And also, I must say, if she's in a lower vibration or upside down, she would attract people that would probably try to use her too, because that's sort of the energy she would be doing. But upright, she recognizes how valuable others are to her life. Let's see. Let's get one more, and then we'll jump and do some. Oracle cards. What else do we need to know about the Queen of Pentacles, please? Oh, the Five of Swords. Okay, so the Five of Swords is coming through. It could be the upside down Queen of Pentacles playing mind games with you, trying to be the winner, the bad winner, the sore loser, too many cooks and opinions in the kitchen. This would be an environment that is not so healthy. So maybe this queen is getting the strength, because we're going to look at her upright, to leave this kind of environments or have awareness that somebody's trying to get over on her. I see this card as manipulation, like mental manipulation. Somebody trying to take advantage of somebody else, or have opinions for somebody's best and highest good, and their intentions are not of a high vibration at all. So there's always a little off feeling when that is upright. But I actually kind of like this card upside down, because it would be the tough teacher. It would be somebody playing a tough game with you, like just a Scrabble, or hard questions, something like that, because they want you to get sharper. They recognize that you have value. They see your potential, and they're not going to let you have an easy win and not gain the strength that you could if you had the lesson. I hope that makes sense. Walk away. And if this is somebody who is this upright version, lack of integrity, then there's another person here just walking away, turning their back, not giving it attention, seeing it for what it is, and I hear leaving it alone. Oh, wow. Okay, so that cage that I saw before in the Three of Ariel is a lot like this. If you felt mentally imprisoned, stuck, stagnant, not know how to get out of a situation, it takes you with this Emperor stepping back into your own badass, amazing personal power, that I am energy in you to pursue and to do and to make it right. Because if this Emperor is coming out with the Eight of Swords, the Emperor doesn't want to stay in that kind of energy too long. It's feeling mentally imprisoned, like there's no way out. The Emperor is going to figure out a way out, because the Emperor knows how to continually build an amazing kingdom. The Emperor isn't afraid to fail. The Emperor knows he has to be flexible and have adjustments, because not everything is always going to go according to the plans. The Emperor wants to be expansive and think outside the box, to move with the times, to move with how something is progressing. But let's take a look at this Eight of Swords, because all this usually requires is a change in your mindset, a change in what you're focusing on. And it's that, what did I say before about this? It would be this person, rather than looking for a solution if there's a problem. Like, okay, that wasn't working. How can we fix it? What do I need to change? What adjustments could be made? It's looking at a problem and then just getting lost in it and digging in that wound and making it deeper, because that would bring problems out, would make them feel more powerful because they discovered the problem. Is that power? So let's just say this is a boss kind of energy, or somebody in charge, because it's the Emperor. And somebody over here is like, hey, this is not going right in your kingdom. And did you see that over there? And did you see how they're messing up? Or do you notice that those people over there just don't work together? And then ... The upside down person is going to be the person that thinks that they look powerful because they're pointing out all of these things. The powerful person is the one that comes in and says, you know what? There's a little trouble over there, or this situation is like not really running so smoothly, but maybe we should try this. Or have you ever thought of this? Or, hey, I looked up a lot of information, or talked to an expert about that, and they have a really good idea. What do you think? That's the person that's working up to the Emperor, and that the Emperor would notice, because they're not just bringing them more problems, they're offering them solutions. So I don't know where you are in that, or exactly what I said, or how these cards all came together like that. But here, if it's just you or someone else that feels stuck, you have to use all of your senses. You have to get out of your head. If you're overanalyzing, running in circles, you know, even if there's that way didn't work, that way didn't work, that way didn't work, that way didn't work, don't get frustrated with yourself. There is a way. It could be a helpful person like this that shows you the way. But look at that person, there aren't, you know, strings around those swords. She can just slip right through. She can pull one out from under the ground. She can take her hand on that one sword, that one idea. That's the idea to get you out. That's your clarity. Whether that's a conversation, a way of thinking, it's usually just a change. And that change changes everything. Now that's just an empty cage when you walk through a different way. Here, it's believing you're stuck forever. Not getting more information, or expanding what you knew, or unlearning something that is no longer serving your highest good. Not making space for new energy. But it's usually thoughts, it's in your mind. So you have to have new conversations, ask different questions, whether that's to yourself or somebody else. You know, instead of just refusing to leave where it looks like you have no movement, you're not comfortable at all. I just heard it like Cage the Elephant, but I don't have a song. But if this is here, well, this is beautiful. This divine masculine energy. Whether this is you or someone else. It's the father, the grandfather, the lover, the friend, the boss, the neighbor. It's somebody who has energy of authority and like a provider, whatever it is. It's a support, but it's a support that builds. He also has this glowing orb. Aries energy. He has his foot on a pillow, so it's feeling secure and comfortable. Let's look at him upside down quickly, because he's a tyrant. He's his way or the highway. He is a dictator. He is not a nice person upside down. He has no expansion. He's powerful still because he is the emperor, but he is only in it for the gain. Doesn't care who he knocks down. It's like I don't know why I thought of this. I just saw like a big business. What is that? The paved something and put up a parking lot. Big yellow taxi just came through. It's like, get rid of the mom and pop business. Get it there. We need that bigger parking lot. Just instead of maybe upright, he'd be like, you know what, there's this business that's expanding, it's helping the community, and having your space over here would be very helpful to me, but maybe we can offer you something so your business can expand, because having this mom and pop business in your town is important. I don't even know if it's quite like that, but it would be upright, the person that still considers what is being changed and still tries to help that person or those people. That was a weird thing to see. I see like a mom and pop business. It would be to somehow orchestrate that change so that everybody can benefit. Not him just plowing something over. I just thought of something cute. It'd be like, even if he bought a business that perhaps, I like this example. If he bought a business upright that was perhaps there for 70 years and was known in the community, even if he or she took over that business, maybe it would be to keep the original name, to keep that tradition and that name alive. That was a cute example, but that's kind of how the upright emperor would move. So I'm going to show you at the bottom, and then let's jump to the oracle cards, because you have the Hermit. And that's beautiful, because that's usually when there's deep inner healing. Recognizing all the situations you've gone through, what got you stuck, what got you moving again, the things that you were involved with and have already manifested, and all the possibilities for what you could do, the partnerships you work well with, the things that you're great at and that you love, and taking all of that in and taking some space to go to the cave and process. It's a Virgo card. So Virgos, let's just say, you know, that Queen is kind of like a Virgo card too. They can handle a lot of stress. They can handle a lot of things going on, extroverted or introverted. They're usually multitasking and doing many things at once, but there has to be that other extreme where they just go away for a little while, go to the cave and process everything that happened. So when they leave the cave again, their energy has changed. They make better decisions. They see something different. So it's possible you or someone else needs a little time alone. This is great healing. And this is somebody who is really wise. It's the seer. This Hermit could have great advice for the Emperor. Or it could be this Emperor retracting a little. Having a little bit of this beautiful Hermit energy, because this is when your spiritual light starts to shine. Because if it's spiritual light shining on a situation, that's true integrity. And that's going to provide the best manifestation in kingdoms that have no end to what they can become. But this Hermit is usually a guide to others as well. I just see the Hermit. It's still kind of beautiful. Upside down. It's not letting anybody else see how beautiful that light is. Not trusting the guidance that is beaming inside of you. Staying in the cave way too long and not sharing. Or upside down, it could be always sharing so much of that light all of the time to people and places and environments where people don't want to do something for themselves. They just want to take advantage of that light. So the Hermit upright figures out when to turn that light off, so somebody else can learn to turn on their own light switch and see their own writing on the wall. But the Hermit can see in the dark, so you can see and feel the things that are generally right in front of you, between the lines, things that are an omission, things that are behind a closed door, energetically felt but not necessarily seen with the physical eyes or your ears. But there's a knowingness when this comes in. Wow. Okay, so I hope this is helpful so far. Let's see. Let's do an angel number. What else does the collective need to know? On the Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, let me put these, get myself a little bit more organized. I'm a little messaroo over here. That 5 of Swords, the 8 of Swords. I feel like if that's any kind of mental entrapment or thought process that isn't working, it's not navigating you or someone else right anymore. It's just figuring out how to open up the lid on that box, think outside the box, perhaps get different ideas from a different place, from a different source. I feel like that's a environment altogether that feels caged in. It doesn't feel like you are supported, appreciated. People are always trying to take advantage of you or of your thoughts or of your light or of whatever. Then it's you starting to do something on your own here. Taking some space for you, for healing, because you do have this beauty of moving forward coming in. Like beautiful partnerships. One card from the angel number. Please and thank you. 101. Hey, well, there's your starting over. It makes me think of a classroom. So that's that unlearning as well. You don't know what you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes you can be taught valuable information that worked for whatever you were working on then. And then things change and new valuable information can come on in. Let's see what this big restart is about. It's intelligence, dynamics, and making a difference. Failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is, wow, do what you love. Woo. And happiness is linked to self-expression. Oh, I'm losing all my cards. Self-expression, growth. I'll show you this because it fell upright. And experience. Learning from failure is key. We all fail, but learning from it is what's important. Happiness is real. I love this message. Happiness is real. It's possible. And it's around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's the little things and it's the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. It's just your viewpoint on it. It's digging in that problem and making it a big old hole, or seeing it as a possible chance to grow and to change. Same situation, different mindset. Let's look at this quick. We're going back to the tarot because you got a king and a queen now. There is a partnership here, and this is the one that would have the fiery, expansive, sexy, want to know what they don't know, want to experience what they've never experienced, dive into something new kind of energy. This is somebody who is uber confident. Unless they are like this, then they're pompous and they overplay everything that they've gone through, so they seem super important and they had the best experiences ever, but it's sort of always embellished. It upright, they're the stories you really want to hear. They don't feel empty or like blown out of proportion. Upright, this person isn't afraid of anyone taking his throne, his spotlight, his anything. He wants the more the merrier, or the right people with him to be on those experiences. Or he can be super independent and just do something on his own. But this is sort of the kind of energy where even if this person doesn't try to be in the spotlight, they're still noticed. Even if they go to a town, or I see somebody walking in the woods all day long and then ending up at a little cafe, and they walk in and still they're stinky and, you know, they got their, I just see like, I don't know, hiking gear, maybe big backpack, and yet people still kind of notice like, huh, that person looks like they had an interesting day. What did they do? And people will just usually open up to this king. It's Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. It does not have to be. It says keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Could be these people helping you. Experience that leads to success, and it's genuine concern for others. That's kind of what I was getting with the upright Emperor. So let's put that there. Go back to some oracle cards. Now I don't know which ones to use. Let's do this, because this is love and career. It's clarifying life situations. Let's get one message on partnerships, big changes, a fresh start, having an open mind, expansive energy, turning on your inner guiding light. What does the collective need to know, please, and thank you. Yeah, well, there you go. You have it's a beach again. So you have a huge opportunity, or more than one. I hear more than many coming in. Maybe the door was closed before, or they weren't the right doors, therefore they weren't being opened for divine purpose for you. It says, pass through the gate of opportunities, wherein new paths unfurl with boundless potential. We said something earlier about somebody helping you because they saw potential in you. But it's also you recognizing the potential in yourself. And it says, seize every minute. Embrace each moment with purpose. For time is a precious gift on your journey of self-discovery. We aren't guaranteed time, and time is valuable. Your time is valuable. Someone else's time is valuable. When this opportunity comes, step through it and see. Let's get one more message on gate of opportunities. Ooh, I guess that's our card. That one wanted to come out. You have a scale of balance. So those opportunities going to rebalance your life, rebalance your energy, seek equilibrium in. This is an extra message for you guys, because I mean, some of this could be a partnership in you and something you love. It could be business, but it could be love too. Or if there is love, how do you balance love and career? Don't neglect one or the other, because that will still make you out of balance. Seek equilibrium in love and career, and it's harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. That's so important. If you're all in your mind here, your decisions are not going to be clear or move you towards the right opportunities or towards the right partnerships. You might need to take on this hermit energy, or someone else is, to figure this out. Because this is a constant juggling. It's a constant rebalancing. Nothing is ever going to stay here. The only thing consistent in this crazy world is change. So you got to change with it. This is harmony's call. Embrace equality and pursue justice, harmonizing the energies to manifest balance and just outcome. I'm going to show you the bottom, and then we'll pull one more for this reading. And it does say to ride the current. Oh, there's sassy energy in this one. Hey. Woo! So you're riding the waves with someone else, and there is a transition that's happening. So you have to go with the flow. You can't be so restricting here, or that wave's just going to keep slapping on into you. Oh, look at that card. Tide of transition. The tide is high. Was that Blondie? Did we have some Blondie just slip on in? Embrace the tides of change with openness, allowing the ebb and the flow of life to guide your transformation into love and work. You got both here. So for some of you, you're feeling that love with someone else. For some of you, you're feeling that love towards what you're working on. But there's something that needs to come back into balance, bring harmony back in your life, start over, create this beautiful kingdom. I just heard Etta James at last. Ride the current, embrace change, flow with the rhythm, and release resistance. You have to release that. Answers unfold in the dance of this transition. It's like a dance. When you're dancing, you're exactly in that moment. Even if you're thinking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you can do it like that and make it very strict. But eventually, when you really feel the music, you're feeling it. It's like being in a sport. You're in that moment in the game. It's like playing an instrument. You're in that moment. You're not getting too ahead of yourself, and you're not thinking about everything that you didn't do and you missed that note and you did the thing. You just have to be on the note you're on, the step you're on. To be in the now. Now is what you have. Hi, babe. What you doing? So I think Rose needs to possibly go outside. So let's sum this up with one more for you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I feel so blessed to connect to all of you, and I appreciate every time you like one of these videos. It's something so small that you can do, and it helps me in this channel out. And thank you for your beautiful comments. I love you all so much. So let's get one more. I think Rose has to go out right now. I'm gonna pull one more. I'll be right back. All right, let's get one last card for you guys to sum this reading up. What is the final message to bring clarity to this beautiful transition, riding the current? Is there a song, Mr. Probz or something like that? It's like wave after wave. I think that might be it. I'll put that below for you guys. Also, if you've never looked in the comments of this channel, I add any song that has come through in these readings in the description, because I find that a lot of times if one resonates and you click on it, there's a deeper message there. Or just enjoy the music. And sometimes when I upload this and I try to find all the music, I do have other songs that pop through, and I think of that somehow coincide with the reading and the messages. So I hope you like them, and lately I've been trying to add a complete playlist, so if you want to just hit the whole shebang and listen to it, I put it there for you guys. I do hope you enjoy the music. Every once in a while I put some other little informative videos that I find as well. Oh, and also, if you ever have anything that pops through for you and you have a suggestion, put it in the comments. If I can get to it and add it to the playlist, I will. One more message for the collective, please, and thank you. Oh, we have grief. Well, that would be something not working out. That would be resisting change. Sometimes, I mean, if this message needs to come through now, it needs to be heard. Grief is hard, and there's no specified time on how long that takes, although time does heal. So maybe some of you are going through a huge loss. That could be anything. That could be a person, a dream, an animal, a friendship, a home. But Here, commune or pray. There can be helpful people around you. Places where maybe others are going through similar things. Sometimes just to get a connection with someone else is healing. And sometimes I hear music. So sometimes it's just connecting to music that someone out there went through something sort of similar. But let's see what this is. There is a person here. And just like curled up in a ball. But it's also these moments when we're like that, where huge healing can come in. It's usually those moments when we cry out and we pray and we talk to God, Source, ask ourselves some questions. And usually after this is where gigantic transformation comes in. Grief deepens you. It's the 19. Ironically, 19 is usually the sun, which is the beautiful energy. And there's that 10. That is a transition. It's the west and it's black. Grief deepens you. It allows you to explore the perimeters of your soul. Grief is the only gateway to certain... You had a gateway. Where's your gateway? Where's your gateway? Hold on. And there's always light at the end of the tunnel. The only gateway to certain levels of consciousness, and it is a hard task maker. Through grief, you can explore every aspect of your dark side, the anger, the pain, abandonment, terror, and loneliness. Aspects of that sacred wound that we usually try to ignore in our daily lives. Just keep working, keep doing everything, and then ignore it. Eventually, if you ignore something like that, that bottling up of that energy starts to create our own cages, our own blockages. We shut these beautiful doors. We close down to partnerships that are maybe right around the corner or in your life already. Grief forces you to acknowledge those parts in yourself that are not yet healed. If you can look at grief as a teaching, you will grow. If you can look at grief with awareness and an open heart, it is one of the greatest teachers of all, because it allows you to really recognize true blessings in your life when you're there, and that you get to be here right now. Being down here on this earth is not easy for any of us. Even if you think somebody's all powerful here, there's that emperor. Oh, he's the emperor, he must have it all easy. Even the emperor can go through grief and have loss and experience pain. The seeds of wisdom and enlightenment are planted within the wounds of grief. What is lost can come back again in higher ways. Because when you come back out of that cave here, everything you see is different. The decisions you make have changed. You have changed. I hear compassion, and I'm staring at this beautiful riding the currents. Sometimes the tide is high. Sometimes it slaps you in the ass and pushes you over. Sometimes you're swallowed in under the wave. And sometimes you catch just the right one and you're riding that along towards the direction of getting where your destiny and your soul wants you to be. Divinely directed and guided. And with that, I bid you adieu. I hope this reading was helpful for you. I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.